Oh, my skin peeling. Look, imagine in the 1960s, you are participating in the sit-ins, and then you put your life on the line, you risk it all, you go to jail, you go through all this stuff, and then finally it's desegregated and you get seated to be served for the first time and be like, man, this shit was trash. This what we putting our life on the line for? Hold on. Well, I'm gonna do what the Spirit says do. And what the Spirit says do, I'm gonna do.
When I was finally served at that counter, I thought it was by far one of the lousiest meals I ever had. And I asked myself the question, is this what I put my life on the line for? John, but remember, it wasn't about food, it was about being treated as a fellow human being.
Rick said this what I put my this bland ass shit.
Now I will never be your hater, I'm your biggest fan. I hope it falls into place just how you planned it. Life could put you in a pickle, just make sure it's kosher. Lean on me like Bill Withers until you smell the roses. What's happening, fam? L.A.R. moving, still moving, man. Subscribe or die try. You see the thumbnail, more importantly, you see the clip. Google the book first so you can find it on Amazon. It's a good read. Man, you mean to tell me we was marching for these old trash hot dogs? Trash. Ain't your mama rolling over in her grave right now? Uncle Ben rolling over in his grave right now. I like watching Bubba Dub. I got to do it. So the funny part of this is what he was saying, that he realized while he was there. This is what we was fighting for, and it's to be treated equally. But coming to the realization that this place look nice, but the food's trash. It's part of the I fear I'm leading my people into a burning house, because now people are starting to think about it like, what exactly? Because people want quote unquote power, and a lot of the power we're talking about is not really power. It's just I want to feel better than the next person. I want to feel like I'm included. It's not power, it's a feeling. Because when people have the feeling, they still don't have the quote unquote power. And you see that through the whole political spectrum. So sometimes I laugh because some of that, we're fighting for our rights, we're marching for our rights. No, 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 because that's voted upon. And the way this country works, even if you vote for something that's supposed to be fair to the masses of quote unquote Americans, there's still going to be a caste system. There's still going to be a stipulation. They're still going to say this is what's on paper and this is what we're going to practice in business. So you come to find out, like, oh, I did all that for nothing. Oh, okay, I should have just stayed eating our food, because our food at our store was better than this trash. It might not have looked as good, which is not necessarily true also. Because now, like think about it. Look at all the people the rise of food trucks and the rise. I'm using food as a reference, by the way. The rise of food trucks and the rise of small restaurants and small businesses, and you in the big chains. If you pay attention and you notice, and you're in a major metropolitan city, you're like, wait a minute. Do I want to go to Chili's, or would I go to this food truck? Do I want to go to Chili's, or do I want to go to this new spot? And excuse me. And 9 times out of 10, the creativity and the food and the taste is better somewhere else. So now, you're like, Applebee's, I'd rather go over here. And then they have these new restaurants opening, and then you're seeing the rise of, black-owned businesses and black-owned, establishments, and you're seeing black people just gravitate to, our own stuff. And then other people go, yeah, they're not here no more. Good. We're not there no more. Because, and you don't see, And every now and then you see, non-black people trickling into the black establishments and realizing, God damn, these people, they got it popping. And you see that, Asian people going to the Asian stuff, and sometimes, and they try to, we got a few things that you black folks are like, and if you go there, you be like, man, this is why I just eat fried rice. The only thing y'all got right was the fried rice. Maybe the noodles, but we just don't have the same taste buds. And other establishments, other people go here and go there. And the most important thing that I start to see as far as America and capitalism is this. You start to ask questions and wonder how some of these businesses are still open. Because what I've seen in the last, say, decade is a lot of businesses not have a lot of traffic for an extended period of time and then just go under. Some of them were mom and pop spots. Some of them were just new spots. Some of them were, chains that just didn't work. And when I look at it, I'm thinking, they say, 85% or something like that of businesses fail. Excuse me. And when I'm looking at businesses fail, I'm thinking to myself, man, everybody's not really feeling it anymore. Everything is a trend. Everything is a fad. And what I'm saying is the idea of America that was trendy has become a fad. And people would rather just eat at their own restaurant and their own establishment and the only place that serves them. Because people have come to the realization that, you know what? I'm not fighting to be here with you, around you bougie, trifling. Yeah, I'm trying to be around you folks, and y'all can't even make a good burger. I'll be damned. The true story, quick story. I was with a friend of mine. I don't know if I think I told this before. It was with a friend of mine, and he was barbecuing, and he has a Hispanic friend. And his Hispanic friend was like, okay, he's trying to tell his brother how to barbecue. And he's looking at him like, and he's like, you got to do this with that, and this is that style and this style. And what he's not looking at is me and him looking at each other like, I know this fool ain't trying to teach us how to barbecue. This fool, he didn't. I go to the pit and the pit masters, and we go to the thing, and this style is this style. And we looking like all you're doing is imitating how black people barbecue, and y'all not even doing it right. Y'all sprinkle a little this and a little that on it. And now y'all, oh, it's the greatest thing ever. It's like, yeah, because if it was so good, guess what? Just for the record, you would have more barbecue restaurants doing well. They don't. They don't. They don't. They just throw sauce on meat that they don't season, and you just stuck. You done smoked that all day for nothing. So you're seeing how people have realized, and we said it years before, the jig is up. You know, fighting and marching for this. Same thing you go with the political spectrum when you see people like, oh, we're gonna come together and we're a coalition and brothers, we need to fight. This is the if we don't come together now, democracy will die. And people like, you know what? Democracy been trashed too. Capitalism will die. If capitalism die, all the rich people that's eating off the poor people, they gonna falter. And it's not gonna be the people who are trying the poor people because they can only get richer. So if you're noticing, if you know like I know, you're gonna find out that people have kind of stepped away from this belief in the dream of America. And even when you see the people, we're gonna make America great again. And unfortunately, man, y'all don't have the most articulate people. When was America great? It was great, and it wasn't in my lifetime, and I'm 65, but it was great before that. It would say in the 1800s and 1700s, it was great. During slavery, but well, not that. See. It wasn't the slavery that made it great. It was just what made it great. You know what? This is fake news. It's just stupid. But I'm gonna leave it at that because I play too much. But tell me what y'all think. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch you on the next one. Peace. You ever been at the top of the universe? I'm gonna take you there.